Got a little guy in the studio. He's 4 years old. He'll be 5 in March. Ed Little's grandson. We get to know him a little bit here because guess what? Christmas is for kids, Sheriff Troy Dunn.
Yes, it is,
Right?
Corey. Yes.
I mean, it's for all of us.
It's for everyone.
But kids in general love Christmas.
Yeah.
You remember the anticipation of your gifts on Christmas Day, right?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't sleep half the night, and I'd get up at like 3 or 4 in the morning and sneak down and see if Santa Claus had come yet. And then I was up for the whole day and then fall asleep right before lunch.
Yeah. How about you, Ed? You remember those days?
Yep. Same thing.
You want to introduce your grandchild to us?
This is my grandson, Caden. He goes to preschool, so in the afternoons. So
There's like 4 places.
You want to get that microphone over by that little guy? I'm going to ask him a question. Oops, he doesn't want to talk in the microphone.
He's shy.
Shy? He certainly isn't shy. He's just shy of a microphone. It does invite.
Yep.
He's hiding behind Grandpa.
Yeah.
I have the fun of watching him every day, so.
You don't have grandkids yet, do you, Troy?
No. Nope, my sons will be graduating high school this year, so
Oh, you're hoping it's a few years off.
few more years. Get them through college first,
Yeah,
right?
get them through college. Absolutely. Well, anyway, we're here to talk about the Rice County Salvation Army Unit. You guys are the co-chairs of the Red Kettle campaign, and you know, since the Red Cross left our community, I'm sure you guys see you have to fill a bigger void, right?
We definitely do, yeah, and Salvation Army does so many great things, and we've got some numbers that we'll get into here in a little bit to let you know how we do help in the community, and we have great staff, and we have, of course, the Salvation Army store out there where people can find things that they might need to support the Salvation Army as well, so yeah, many great things.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Ed, but your store takes everything. Some thrift stores don't take, you know, big items, but your store takes everything, right?
Well, just about everything. We don't take computers or TVs, no baby toys, no cribs, but they take pretty much everything.
Yeah. So that's an option for people too when they're shopping for the holidays.
A lot of holiday trinkets out there right now.
Yeah, and the store always has a sale going on.
Over at the Salvation Army store, which is on Western Avenue.
Yep, in the mall.
Here in Faribault. You know, I didn't even realize, Troy, I looked on the website, all the services the Salvation Army does.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's just it's so much that we do.
That's
I mean,
the big hand
in
going to sell
helping
it.
with, of course, emergency, needs when people need assistance with rent or utility bills, and people lose their house or are evicted. There's so many ways that the Salvation Army helps, and we give things as far as food vouchers and help at holidays with the food vouchers as well. We go up to the nursing homes and do root beer floats with the residents. So it's just a great thing to be a part of, and I can't say enough of how fun it is to do this. And obviously this time of year now, the Red Kettle campaign going on, we need everybody's support, and we thank everybody for, even if it's just some loose change, but there's people throwing 5s, 10s, 20s, and sometimes even bigger bills in there. Everything, helps.
How about the $500,000 up in Rosemont?
Well, that was a blessing for the Metro.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a little bit more with these guys, get some details about, they need bell ringers. We'll talk about the schedule and where they ring bells. Ed's got the schedule right in front of him, and he'll probably sign me up before the end of the show. He usually he doesn't have to twist my arm anymore. I really do enjoy it. And I'm sure a lot of you folks will enjoy it as well. It's a great idea to take along kids or grandkids to the Red Kettle, teach them about giving back to their community. It's a great lesson, and they find out that it really isn't a chore. It's fun.
No, it's fun.
To ring the kettles. Let's get our opening market report. We're going to continue talking about the Rice County Salvation Army Unit. Caden Starkson is also in studio. He's 4 years young, or old, depending on your viewpoint. Caden said he's almost 5. He'll be 5 in March.
Yep.
And when I told him how old I was, he almost fell over, didn't he, Ed?
Yeah, that is it.
Almost fell over. He's really got a neat jacket on. People can see that on our YouTube channel if you watch this on YouTube. His glasses match his jacket. Is that by design, Ed?
No. I don't think so. I think he just likes green colors.
Yeah. Well, green and black, he's a falcon. True
Well,
falcon.
unfortunately, he's going to be raised night
Yeah.
because it's in the Wanamingo.
Oh.
Oh, okay. He's over in Kenyon, Wanamingo area.
Yep.
Well, we're here to talk about the Rice County Salvation Army Unit. I guess it's appropriate that we have a 4-year-old in here because the Shops with the Cops program. I don't know if do they go as young as 4? Troy,
We
how does
go
that work?
kindergarten through 5th grade. Yeah, so it was a great time this year. We served 31 kids this year at the Shop with the Cop, and had a great time with the kids. And we only actually had 24 officers, so a few of us doubled up, and one person actually tripled up and got to go shopping with 3 different kids. So just a great time to bond with these kids and bless them with some new clothes for school or for the winter time, and you know, it was I'm not going to say, obviously not going to say names, but when we were going through with my little guy, we're trying on shoes, and I go to take his shoes off, and I can see that his toes, his socks, totally exposed, totally worn out, and he says, can I wear this, you know, tomorrow? I said, you can wear these as soon as we're done here. You know, we check out, you can put these on. And, you know, got him boots, snow pants, shirts, and pants, and it was just a great time. And you know, it's just as much fun for the officers to be here with those kids in a positive atmosphere as it is for the kids. And I remember one of the little girls asked officer, can I have your autograph? And I said, that is just so cool, and she was just glowing, and I said, it's good that people want our autographs, because usually they don't want our signatures on any pieces of paper, you know.
You can say that again.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but it was great. So last year we did 25, so this was the most we've ever served in a Shop with the Cop in Rice County, with 31 this year. So thank you to everybody that helped out with that. Obviously we had more than just the officers. We had volunteers to help out at the stores, and thank you for Walmart and Target for stepping up, and Subway, and of course Salvation Army that sponsors this. So
Yeah, this is one of the things that the Rice County Salvation Army Unit sponsors. You know how many years they've been doing the Shop with the Cop?
I think we started in 2008.
I
Does that sound
believe
right?
so,
Yeah.
or maybe sooner. But
Okay.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly.
It's been a few years. It was before I was sheriff. I remember doing it as a sergeant, and you know, this year we did it a little different. Usually we do it both at Target and at Walmart, and this year we had smaller numbers in Northfield, so we just did everybody down at the Walmart store this year. So, but you know, next year I'm sure we'll get back up to Target and go up there, and you know, we have officers from the State Patrol, Faribault Police Department, Dundas Police Department, Lonsdale Police Department, Faribault, Rice County Sheriff's Office, and I think we even had a DNR officer one year, so it's just great to...
In addition to the fun that the officers and the kids obviously have, this is beneficial, right? Their fear of police
Yes.
is lessened by doing this.
Yes, definitely, because a lot of times some of these kids have had, you know, the only time they've seen law enforcement is when they've been called to their home for something negative. And so to see that, you know, we are human, and we like to engage with kids, and they can look up to us as role models. It's just a great thing, and like I said, I feel so blessed to be a part of that here.
And virtually all of the officers probably have kids of their own, or
Yeah,
maybe
yep.
in some
And
cases grandkids.
Some of them don't, and it's funny to watch them shop with, you know, trying to find kids' clothes and try things on, and it was a learning experience for many of them. So yeah, you can definitely tell who the parents are, though, because they're making their ways around the store and getting things on, and others are still stuck. Hey, can you help me with sizing these pants? Or, you know, I've never bought a dress for anyone. So.
Yeah, that's part of where we have volunteers around the store that try and help with that stuff.
Yeah.
So
Well, you've been through that, Ed, when you can remember the first time you had to buy clothes for your kids.
Oh yeah, and now it's the grandkids, so I still wonder, what size should I say?
Well, and they grow so fast.
Yeah.
Go through 3 pairs of something in a year, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They sure do. Yeah, I mean, some of these, kids, they grow out of them before the shoes are even broke in, and, the pants don't even have the knees worn out of them. I remember growing up and being a family of 5 that, things would get handed down to my brothers, and then all of a sudden they're like, well, why don't I get the new ones, and grandma or mom would throw patches on, and now you buy pants with holes in them.
That's the style.
Yeah, I've got several pair of pants at home for sale.
Well, Ed, should we go over the bell ringers? How many bell ringers do you need at this point?
A lot. In Faribault, we're bringing, well, actually in Northfield, we've opened it up this year. Anybody can ring Monday through Saturday. And Fridays and Saturdays are the fullest right now. But we have a lot of open times during the weekdays. And the meat is out there, as we'll share the numbers of what we helped last year.
Econo Foods is where they ring there, right? Or?
And Hub Foods
They
in
do?
Northfield.
Okay.
We have 2 Kettles at Walmart, Hy-Vee, and the Fairway store here in town, and then Fred's IGA in Lonsdale.
Yeah, last year I rang at Fred's. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was amazed at the number of people who knew who I was in Lonsdale, and who I knew in Lonsdale. That was a very fun experience.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have to speak Czech, Gordy?
No,
Okay, all right, good.
I couldn't do that. Probably should learn some. Nobody greeted me in Czech either. No, it was all English. But that was a lot of fun. So it was kind of nice to go outside of the community and do something different, challenge yourself.
Sure.
Maybe this year, maybe I should go up to Northfield. That might be kind of fun.
Yeah, and like Ed said, we're doing it Monday through Saturday, so we have slots scheduled from 4 to 8, but I think, Ed, correct me if I'm wrong, if somebody says I would like to ring at a certain spot, like noon to 4 or something, I think that we'd be happy to make sure there's a kettle there for them. But that's the thing, we need to schedule this because we don't want to leave those kettles unattended, and so we only put them out when we have somebody scheduled to do that. So we really need people to step up, and I know, next week the Faribault Rotary Club is taking some slots, and so I'll be ringing with them next week. And
I usually ring with the Lions.
okay, yeah, so we ask different service groups, and if the Boy Scouts want to get together and do that, I know we have that, and some church
A
groups.
bunch of the Boy Scouts are on the schedule.
Well, that's cool.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
4-H clubs are on there.
That gets some kids involved. Maybe the hockey team or
Yeah.
girls basketball, boys basketball team.
Yeah,
Be a good way to teach them to give back.
yep, I know we have, I think, National Honor Society students and Key Club, different groups from the local high schools, both BA and Faribault High School, and I think there's some students from Northfield as well that are.
Yep, I'm working with them right now to sign memo.
And this is, correct me if I'm wrong, your only fundraiser, right?
It is.
Yes. Yeah,
So-
this is our big thing, and so we've got a goal of $51,000 we'd like to raise this year, and our budget is set for around $45,000. So we'd really like to meet this goal and exceed it. So because we're seeing more important people, showing up asking for needs and different things, so we don't want to turn people away. And if I can share a few numbers, Gordy. We served 562 people with emergency assistance. 700 backpacks were provided for children to go back to school this year. We provided 125 meat vouchers for the holiday, and then, like I said, the Shop with the Cop program, where each child gets $150 worth of clothing and toiletry items, and then obviously a meal at Subway with the officer, and it was just so much fun. And I had the one little girl that I walked with or shopped with. She was pretty quiet unless I talked to her, but boy, when we got done and she had that cart sitting next to her, and she took a bite of that sandwich, and she goes, "Sheriff Dunn, this sandwich is so good." So I just, it's just you really need to appreciate what we have, and this is a way for us, for people that do have, a great place to live and a good job, to step up and help the people in need, because we could all be there at some point in time, for medical reasons or layoffs, job layoffs, whatever. There's so many things that can affect people's lives. So this is just one of many, and it may seem like 2 hours, that it's really not that much time to sign up and ring that bell. And like I said, when you're there and people come up and say Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and they put that money in there, it's just a great thing. And again, I want to thank everybody, because we see a lot of the same people at different stores, and almost every time they come through that door, they at least give you something, and it's very we're very fortunate here.
How many hear the heartwarming stories?
Mm-hmm.
People that share that they themselves or a family member have been helped by the Salvation Army at some point in life.
Yep, that's why those people donated $500,000 up in Rosemont.
Yeah.
They said when they grew up, they remember being assisted by Salvation Army.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, and you mentioned that this is our only fundraiser.
Right.
When there's national disasters or local disasters, the Salvation Army is there, and you don't hear us asking for money to help pay for that disaster. 88 cents on every dollar donated in the Kettle in Rice County will stay in Rice County. And we are a volunteer organization. So that 88 cents, 100% of that is going to be spent helping citizens of Rice County.
Mm-hmm.
So you and Troy don't get any stipend for being co-chairs?
No. And it's completely volunteer, and it's there's so many great organizations to be a part of, but we have a great board of directors here, and a great group of volunteers, and the people at the store are volunteers, and staff out there just do a phenomenal job, and it's because they want to give back and be there for people in need. And so
if somebody listening Ed wants to be a bell ringer, how do they get a hold of you?
Call me at 334-0639. And that will, and you can save that number for future use. That's a number that will be for the bell ringers only for here on.
Is that everywhere, Northfield and Lonsdale too?
Yep. And future use, we've got this landline set up now, so the number will stay the same for the upcoming years.
Oh, okay.
And so if you're calling now and Ed can't answer, just leave a message, and somebody will get back to you very soon, usually within a couple hours.
So put that in your cell phone.
Yeah.
334-0639.
You ready to talk to us, Caden? Caden is working on the microphone there. I thought maybe he was going to talk to us.
I thought so.
Then I said his name, and he hid behind his grandpa again.
Yeah.
Troy's got to go to a meeting. She's going to bug out. But
Happy
thanks.
holidays, everyone, and Merry Christmas, and thank you to everybody that signed up in the past, and I hope after today's show we'll get a bunch more people to sign up and help the Rice County Salvation Army. So thanks again.
Appreciate it, Troy.
Thanks,
And Troy's heading off to a meeting he had to go to. I think that meeting gets underway in about 10 o'clock this morning. So Ed, it's you and I until the final bell is rung.
All right.
Well, Caden's here too, I guess.
Yep.
And we're talking a bit about the Salvation Army unit, Rice County. I don't know if you know the history of the Rice County Salvation Army unit, Ed. Do you know how long we've had this here?
I don't know a lot about the history.
Sure.
I know that there was a unit in Rice County, and then it disbanded.
Okay.
And then Sheriff Richard Hook and Gina Yetzer got the current program going in the late 90s or 2000, somewhere in there.
Sure.
And I became involved in 2006 7, I think it was. Before all that, I started helping out.
Obviously you enjoyed it, or you wouldn't still do it.
That's right.
And again, if you want to be a bell ringer, if you have an organization, you know, I often thought we've got, what, 80 churches in this town, something
Yep.
like that. If every church took a weekend, that would fill a lot of,
Yeah,
for a week.
and the sad part is, only one church takes all 4 sites in Faribault for a day. One church,
Who's that church?
Trinity Lutheran.
Oh boy, I got to talk to my church.
I mean, your church is on there for one site for
Right, no,
a
I
day,
know.
but yeah, and the last I heard, they have all but 7 of the slots filled. And I starts at 10 a.m. on Friday. No, they're on Saturday. So they're starting at 8 a.m. on Saturday,
Well, Trinity Lutheran folks, give yourselves a pat on the back,
and they go till 6 p.m. at night at 4 sites.
because how cool is it to help others? I mean, that's what, you know, churches preach all the time, right?
Yep. And Salvation Army is a Christian organization, and we provide our services free of charge, regardless of race, religion. You know, if you need help, we're there to help.
I did see that the Salvation Army on the website, anyway, it says has worship centers.
Yes. In the Salvation Army is set up for, like, in the 7-county metro area, Kettle, Rochester, the bigger towns. They have a hall, and there they have the worship centers. They have the soup kitchens where they provide daily meals and stuff.
Yep.
But then in, like, Rice, Dodge, Ridgeville, Steele County, all these other counties, they have service units where we're just an extension, and there's a service unit in every county that isn't served by a whore. And then we use the money raised in the county then to help people in need.
I think Caden's getting a little restless here.
Yeah, but he'll be fine.
No, he's 4. He'll
Yep.
be 5 soon.
He'll
In
be
March.
5 soon, yep.
Yep.
I'm surprised he's not playing his tablet.
And he's in preschool.
Yep. Going up way too fast.
Is he really?
Yeah. So,
But it's great to have him in studio because it really does. I mean, a lot of the programs here benefit kids. We have youth services too at the Salvation Army.
yeah, there's help for all ages. You know, when we do the root beer floats at the nursing home, the residents just love the fact that somebody showed up even to visit with them.
Yeah.
And then we hear more stories about how the Salvation Army was there to help a family. Maybe it was during the time of a war or some kind of a job layoff, you know. So it's quite rewarding.
Yep. Now I know the Rice County unit, at least I couldn't find an individual website.
No,
You
we
can
don't
just,
have one.
you plug in the zip code on the main website and it pops up some local information.
Yep.
Just to let people know that. So if you go to just go to the Salvation Army website and plug in the zip code or the name of the town. I put the zip code in because it's quicker, and it pops up local information.
Yep, the SAL Army.
I had a chance when I looked on that website. There was a picture of a letter. I was going to share this when the sheriff was here, of a first grader who went on the Shops with the Cops program, and she said she enjoyed it so much, and they had the picture of a letter there.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
And it's even heartwarming to hear the stories about when officers hold a church and some kid will come, hey, do you remember me? We did Shop at the Hop. Or if the officers are called to a home for some kind of a problem and the kid's there and, hey, hi, how are you doing, officer? Remember me? And I know Sheriff has shared that he keeps in touch with some of the students he's worked with over the years.
Well, that's cool. Getting that phone number, Ed, if people want to become bell ringers, you have to commit to a 2-hour time frame, right?
That's what we would like, yep. And that number is 334-888-8255. 0639.
334-0639. That's the only number.
Yep.
There's not a separate number for Lonsdale and Northfield like there used to be.
No.
Because of the world of cell phones, you don't necessarily need all that.
Right. So, yeah, just call that number and maybe you can save it for next year because we'll have the same phone number
Yeah,
next
put
year.
it in your cell phone and you'll have it right there. You can sign up each and every year for a couple-hour shift. Like I said, I volunteer with the Lions. I do one on my own here in town typically. So, and then I went up to Lonsdale last year too, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Thanks again, Ed.
you're welcome.
Appreciate it very much. I'm usually the last bell ringer. The last few years I've been the last bell ringer, haven't I?
Yeah, you
Well,
usually
you can
take
probably
that.
put me down for that again. That concludes today's edition of AM Minnesota here on KDHL AM in Faribault, Minnesota. Tomorrow, Pam Tadona joins us. We talk about the Faribault Area Hospice Tree Lighting Program on Monday night.